Hey, what's up? It's DeHuff. It's another episode of DeHuff Uncensored. Thank you guys so much for popping on. Really appreciate it. I really, really do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening to this. Hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. I'm also on YouTube. This episode will be on YouTube. Last episode wasn't. But anyway, just go to YouTube, search DeHuff Uncensored, and then hit that subscribe button. This podcast is presented to you by Superbook Sports, as well as Total Beverage in Westminster and Thornton, and of course, Blake Street Tavern. Sorry, I had a brain fart right there. It farted, I swear to God. I forgot to write that part down. I did. Don't judge me. Come on. A lot of stories to get to today. To start by asking you this. Has this ever happened to you? Has this ever happened to you? You go to a comedy, a movie, and nobody laughs but you? First of all, it's happened to me, and I'll get to that story in a second, but the other day, my wife and her friend went to see the movie Bob's Burgers. They're huge fans of Bob's Burgers. Now, keep in mind, there was only like 6 other people in the theater at the time that they went and saw this, but they were the only 2 people that were laughing. My wife said it was funny, but it wasn't as funny as she thought it would be, but it was still funny and plenty of laughable moments. So who goes to a movie, especially Bob's Burgers, because that's kind of like you got to be a fan of Bob's Burgers TV show in order to go see the movie. Why would you go if you don't have a sense of humor or if you've never seen the show? It makes no sense to me. People are weird. When South Park, the movie, came out, my wife and I went to see that, and we were laughing our asses off. Nobody else was. Nobody was. They all were like shocked. I think they thought it was supposed to be like oh, these guys are from Colorado. That's fantastic. Let's go support the guys that are from Colorado. All right. Then they're watching it, and there's all of a sudden Saddam Hussein pulling out a dildo, just basically wagging it around so see if Satan will have sex with him. Come on, Satan. And people are going, oh my God, this is horrific. Meanwhile, my wife and I are like, oh my God, it's a dick. So I don't understand why people go see movies like that if they don't know the backstory behind the movie. Like South Park, if you've never seen multiple episodes of South Park, don't go see the movie in a theater because you're just going to be in complete shock. You probably have PTSD in some sense. And same thing with Bob's Burgers. If you don't have a sense of humor or you've never seen Bob's Burgers, don't go see it in the theater. Fuck, man. She said it was creepy. Creepy. I did go see, remember the movie The Patriot with Mel Gibson back in the day? Great movie. And there's a scene where a guy's head gets ripped off by a cannonball. And I remember I'm in the middle of the movie theater. That happens, and I'm like, oh, that was awesome. And everybody is looking at me like, oh my God, that man lost his head. Ew, that's horrific. And my wife is just like hitting me in the side. She's trying not to laugh. She's like, shut up. I'm sorry. It was just cool looking, okay? It's not real. It's movie magic, people. Movie magic. Nobody actually lost their lives while making this film. Hopefully not. Anyway. So it was just funny, and maybe that's happened to you. It's just a weird moment, and just it's like, why are you going to the movie if you're not going to react? Now, that being said, me with the Patriot thing, I can see where people would frown on that. But I like to, react and be honest, be like, oh, shit. Oh, my God, don't go in that room. Why is she going in the room? That doesn't make any sense. Why would she be going into the room? I'm that guy. If my wife wasn't with me, I'd probably get kicked out of a lot of movie theaters because I'm the guy that would just be like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is she doing that? She knows that somebody's in the house. Why doesn't she fucking leave the house? Her car is right there. I just saw on the counter she has car keys. The fuck? She probably has auto start on it. Am I taking crazy pills? Come on. Yeah, so I'd get kicked out of a lot of movie theaters if it wasn't for my wife. Probably the same for a lot of people. Speaking of my wife, she almost punched me in the nose last night during the sleep. And it was weird because I woke up and all of a sudden she moved. I was kind of awake, and next thing I know, I opened my eyes. I kind of turned my head towards her, and all of a sudden she had moved, and all of a sudden I see a fist coming right to my face, and she like grazed my nose. And I'm like, that bitch tried to hit me. What the fuck? Could you imagine if she just like beat the shit out of me in her sleep? Wakes up. Oh, no, I swear I was asleep. Were you, though? Were you? I shouldn't joke about that. I shouldn't. But it would be funny if she broke my nose. I don't need that. I already have the Duff nose where it's not exactly pretty. But anyway. Also, somebody wrote in and said they didn't understand. I don't remember the person's name. They said they didn't understand my distaste of ice cream trucks. Why I was making fun of ice cream trucks. They feel that ice cream trucks only bring joy and happiness. Yeah, if you're a psychopath, sure they do. The music, guys, first of all, let's start with the music. The music is straight out of a horror film. The only thing it's missing is like a young child just going, la, 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 I'm gonna kill you. Here's some ice cream. That's what it's missing. That's all. Right? Case closed. Right? Come on. And plus, when you're an adult and you have children, and you're like, fuck, man, I don't want to spend that kind of money on ice cream. Oh, wait, sorry. Maybe that's just me because I'm cheap. Because I'm like, man, this shit's expensive. And let's be honest, again, maybe it's just me in the areas I've been around that have seen the ice cream people. Yes, I'm judging based on a small selection of people, but everybody I've seen, and you're like, fuck, man, aren't you supposed to be behind bars? I shouldn't say that. There's plenty of ice cream people out there that are great, honest people, but not the ones I've seen. And hopefully I've never seen you because I don't want you to wear my skin, as a coat or anything like that. Hey, let's jump into a few headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
So Joey Chestnut won another hot dog eating contest the other day. He ate 63 hot dogs along with the buns. Now, previous to that, the last year, he ate 76 hot dogs and buns. And that was his record-breaking year. But this time, I guess you could say it was dripping with drama, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest was. And he had an injured leg, so he had a surgical boot on, and he was hobbling everywhere. Now, I will say, yes, he was injured, but he was still able to eat. It's not like a regular, quote-unquote, athlete that it'd hinder his performance. I mean, unless you say being on pain meds might make you hungrier, but obviously he only ate 63 hot dogs. But what the crazy thing is, to me, is the craziest thing was that the protester that jumped onto the stage wearing a Darth Vader mask. And all of a sudden, so basically this person jumps up on stage holding a sign and they're wearing a Darth Vader mask. And they kind of bump into Joey. And Joey there's like a pause. There's like a half a second pause where Joey's kind of, he's shoving that wiener deep in his mouth. And he's just like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? And like, you can see Joey quickly evaluates the situation. And then you realize this person's not supposed to be here. And I don't know if they have a weapon or not. And he quickly puts the guy in a chokehold. And then security takes over. Like, Joey only had him in there for almost a second. And then the security, whisked him away. And then there was also another protester in a white stormtrooper mask that also snuck up behind the competitors and hoisted up a sign saying, "Expose Smithfield's Death Star." Smithfield, by the way, is the manufacturers of the Nathan's famous hot dogs. There's a lot of issues with them with mistreating the pigs that they used to make the hot dogs and any other products that they do. So that's what that's about, which I get. That's a horrible thing. You shouldn't mistreat animals. So I guess it's a good way to get the message out there. it's sadly, I guess we live in a society where this is really the only way your message can be brought to attention, because you bring it up, either that or a Netflix special, I guess. That's the only way you can get your message out there. But who's going to watch it? Honestly, unless it has good production value, then it takes a lot of money to get that. So I guess this is the cheap way of getting your message out, because I didn't know about this. I didn't know about the Smithfield manufacturers that make the Nathan's hot dogs, that they're in trouble for abusing and whatnot with the pigs. So yeah, that brought it to my attention. So I guess in a sense, good job. And nobody was technically hurt with this. It's kind of annoying that they did this, but I get why they did it. I get it, but it is annoying. And I guess Joey's coming out saying, "Oh, I shouldn't have put the guy in a chokehold." And he's trying to, be the nice guy. I shouldn't have done it. But no, fuck Joey. You did the right thing. This day and age, you don't know what the fuck that person's going to do. You don't know if they have a weapon or anything like that. No, good job, Joey Chestnut. You did the right thing. And I know you're trying to be the good guy, the nice guy. I shouldn't have done it. I should have talked to him. No, no. Let's have a conversation. Put down that gun. No, that's not going to help in that situation. You reacted smartly, just in case, and then, you stifled the threat. So that's good. Now, obviously, the person didn't have a weapon on them or anything like that, just a sign. And things ended calmly, in a sense. So if I'm standing up there next to, say, Joey Chestnut in the competition and he doesn't do anything, I'm going to be a little upset. Be like, dude, you're right there. Why didn't you do anything? That's what everybody would be asking. Is like, why didn't he fucking do anything? He did the right thing. Case closed. So good job, Joey Chestnut. Hey, got a few more headlines coming your way. And one that is just like, I think you and I can start a new social media challenge that I don't believe is out there yet. So listen up, and it's very easy to do and very inexpensive. I'll tell you what that is coming up. But first, summer is here, and there's no better time to make your first bet with Superbook Sports. Along with its usual vast betting menu, Superbook already has a lineup for every pro football game this fall. Plus, when you make your first deposit on the Superbook app or sign up at superbook.com, they're going to match 100% of your money up to $500. It's never too early to start thinking about football at Superbook Sports, so place your bet and start winning today. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. I am having the hardest time reading today. My eyes are just blurring at random. So I don't know what the hell that is. So and maybe it's just, I think my brain's just moving too fast today. Here's what's interesting. We'll get to the social media thing here in a second, but this has got to be the dumbest platform for a politician I have ever heard. There's a Spanish politician who wants to crack down on casual sex. Could you imagine supporting this guy and agreeing with everything he's about? Then all of a sudden you're at one of the press conferences or rallies and stuff like that, and he just throws that thing in there because you're all for all these other things. Then he just slides this one in at the last moment. I'm who should he be? Should he be George W. Bush? All right, hey everybody, I'm here. I will lower gas prices. Everybody cheers. Yeah! I'm going to cut the cost of hot dogs at sporting events. Yeah! And we will stop people from having casual sex. What the fuck did you just say?
I can't believe you said that. Don't say that.
Who would do that? That is a losing platform. You can't go and say, hey, I have an idea. Everybody, stop having casual sex. Well, guess what? You're going to lose all the single votes. You're just going for the shit. You're probably going to lose a lot of the male votes in general because guys just want to have sex. And there's a lot of women out there that just want to have sex. Come on. That's dumb. Dumb.
Turn off your microphone.
What an idiot. What an idiot. If that guy wins, could you imagine? People would be pissed. People would be banging on his front lawn just to protest. That's a protest I'd like to see. Don't you're protesting him not wanting people to have casual sex. You know what people would be doing? They'd be having casual sex on this guy's front lawn. That'd be a camping trip for everybody. Like, let's go camping. Yes, on his front lawn? Sure. You know what that means? We're going to bang. That's right. I'll be there, no problem. And so will your mother. Connery, God damn it! What? Hey, speaking of God damn it, I banged your mother last night. That doesn't even make sense. I know that. I just wanted to say I banged your mother. You're a dick, Connery. Lillian Stone wrote an article, and it's funny, it just popped up on my phone, and I don't think it's getting a lot of traction, but I think she might be starting a social media challenge that I want to be a part of. A lot of these social media challenges, I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But this one is beautiful. We could call it the burrito suck, okay? Stay with me on this one. It has to be a Taco Bell burrito because like the bean burrito, right? Bean, cheese, a little bit of sauce in there. It can't be, like she says, it can't be a hefty mission-style burritos, like you see at Chipotle or Qdoba. Although Qdoba is probably, although Qdoba has changed their ways. It's not going to be a burrito ball anymore. You're welcome. So basically, the more filler you have in a burrito, the harder it'd be to achieve the suckle, as she says. So what you do is you go to Taco Bell, you get yourself a bean burrito. Okay, that's it. Just a standard bean burrito. Now, I'm going through her guidelines on this. You hold the burrito vertically. Grip should be firm, but forgiving. The way you hold a misbehaving ferret. I've never held a ferret, let alone a misbehaving one, but I'll let it slide. So anybody that out there that has, she's probably trying not to be perverted. So she's like saying, well, pretend it's a penis. And be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. No, but she's saying it's misbehaving ferret. Anyway, so you hold it vertically and then assess the burrito's upper bean load, otherwise known as the UBL. Give it a gentle shake. Poke the burrito with your finger. Is the bean concentration higher on the right side of the burrito or the left? Okay, that's interesting. Penetrate the burrito. Take a small bite out of the upper corner of the burrito. Make sure to aim for the corner with the highest UBL. For example, if the left side seems flat, take a bite out of the upper right corner. Okay. Commence burrito sucking. Place your lips firmly on the hole you've created. Hoover the initial beanage through the said hole. Keep on suckling until you hit dry tortilla. I want to try this. This sounds amazing. Lillian Stone is a genius. And I'm sure there's other people out there that have done this, but she's the first one I've seen to actually put it on, in an article. And I think she's on to something. This is a new challenge. I think we need to start this. The next time I go, I'm going to see if I can. I feel like like she said, you can probably, it's almost like a tube of toothpaste, I guess, in a sense, as long as you're gentle with it. That's the problem. You don't want to be squeezing too hard at the bottom because then you could just rupture the bottom and then you're screwed. Then you got, burrito guts all over you. This is great. I'm going to try this and I'm going to put it on social media whenever I get around to going to Taco Bell again. But I think that's great. Hey, by the way, I wanted to get a few things off my chest that I've been meaning to get to, but I don't think I have. Real quick. The new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson or whatever, The Batman, I think is what it's called. That's a horrible movie. It's very fucking boring. I only got halfway through it. I have no desire to finish it. It's not bad acting, just kind of a boring story. Okay? I'm going to leave it on that. I will also say Stranger Things. While I appreciate Stranger Things and the story and getting involved in the whole series, I had a problem. I have a big problem with season 4. It's Vecna. It looks like a guy wearing a suit to me. It looks like he's wearing pants. Really look at Vecna, okay? I cannot stand it. Can't stand it. Just ruins the whole thing for me. Also, today's my birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, the only reason I bring this up, because I don't like to always bring this shit up, but it is one of those things that there's a pet peeve of mine that happens on my birthday. It's birthday wishes via Facebook, even though you have my cell phone number, right? I don't mind the Facebook messages. I appreciate it, and I try to respond to every single person that sends me a message, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. And I do appreciate those. But what kind of bugs me is if you can send me one through Facebook, but I expect you, if you have my cell phone number, to send me a text as well, right? Like I just got a text during this podcast as I'm doing it. Ryan Edwards from KOA sent me a text. Ryan, a good friend of mine, worked with him numerous years over at The Fan, and Ryan's kicking butt over at KOA. He just took the time to send me a text. I appreciate that. Dan Jacobs from The Fan sent me a text. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law sent me texts. Okay? I appreciate that. It's when you have my cell phone number, a few of you, but you still just post it on Facebook. I don't appreciate it. I don't. It's not a full appreciation, okay? It's a half-ass appreciation. I just want you to know that. I'm writing this down, okay? Does that bug you, or is it just me? And it's not like I'm mad at you for that. I just think it's kind of weird that you have my cell phone number. Like, I'll send my brother a message telling him happy birthday through the WhatsApp because that's what it is, yeah. Because he's in Australia, so it's like a text message to him. But I'll also post something on Facebook, a funny thing as well. That's acceptable. If I just posted it on Facebook, I feel like that loses its connection. It loses that emotion. Maybe I'm just a dick. But that's it. By the way, so for my birthday, my wife is just like, what do you want to do today? I got to work. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the podcast, throw down an episode, and then call it a week. And then maybe, I was like, I don't know. She's like, do you want like a cheeseburger or something? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Let's go get a cheeseburger after. Like, that's the big plans today, which is fine. She's like, I'm going to go somewhere later and I'll take the kids if you just want a break. I'm like, yeah, that'd be fine. Fine. I like birthdays. It's fine. I really appreciate them now that I have children. But otherwise, I don't like having a big get together, really. I do and I don't. I guess that's the benefit of being married, is like my wife makes it so that I'm not as boring as I once was. I still am a boring person, but I don't get all hyped up about birthday. And by the way, speaking of things that bug me about birthdays, and I jokingly did this as I started this conversation, is when people on like social media would be like, oh boy, I don't know what I should do for my birthday or my birthday dinner tonight. Like, they're just fishing for people to say, oh, happy birthday. Oh, thanks, Karen. Oh, Susan, you're the best. Oh, I wasn't expecting all this. Birthday love. People always drop the hint on social media when it's their birthday. And it's like you can totally see that they're fishing for compliments. And it's the same people that are like, oh, I just don't feel pretty today. And then they have a picture of them looking like smoking hot. It's like, fuck off. Or, oh, I just don't feel pretty today. No makeup Sunday or whatever. And then they're like, you are a gorgeous girl. It's like, dude, you're just fishing for that. Stop. Ugh. By the way, I think women are amazingly beautiful without makeup. There's plenty of women out there that put too much makeup on and it's disgusting. Stop. You're probably a gorgeous person without it. Probably. Let's not go crazy. I'm sure some of you benefit from makeup. Like me, I would benefit from makeup. They're like, Scott, we just need to do your whole face. Whole of it. Can you do the whole body makeup on Scott, please? Somebody? My God. The makeup artist is just sitting there smoking a cigarette going, I don't know if I can do this. Did you look at him? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I'm going to quit after this. This is the last time. This is the last one. I swear to God, I'm retiring after this shit. Oh, goodness. All right. Thank you guys so much for popping on. Truly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening. Share it with your friends if you're able. And also take the second to do a quick rating on the podcast. I know Podbean does it, as well as Spotify and stuff like that. It just helps get the algorithm out there, if like on Apple and stuff like that. So if you quickly give it 5 stars, it helps spread the word of DeHuff Uncensored. Thank you guys so much. Thanks so much to Superbook Sports. Don't forget to go to superbook.com. Blake Street Tavern at 23rd and Blake in downtown Denver, as well as Total Beverage. Again, go to totalbev.com. It's DeHuff Uncensored. Let's keep moving forward. I'll talk to you next time.